This is Parthogenesis Love, and I want to talk to you today about the possibility that we are living in a simulation and what kind of evidence we might have towards that. The simulation hypothesis has gained increasing attention in recent years, particularly as technology and scientific understanding continue to evolve. This hypothesis suggests that what we perceive as the physical world may actually be some sort of computer generated simulation designed by some advanced civilization that's beyond us. While this notion may seem far fetched to some, a growing body of observations, experiences, and theoretical arguments from various fields of science, philosophy, and psychology lend strong source support to this idea. The video is going to explore 10 phenomena that suggest that we may be living in a simulation, ranging from inexplicable glitches in our perceptions to profound philosophical inquiries into the nature of consciousness and reality itself. One of the most intriguing phenomena supporting the simulation hypothesis is the Mandela Effect. This term describes the collective memory of events, facts, or details that large groups of people remember differently from how they are recorded in history. For example, many individuals vividly recall the Monopoly Man character having a monocle, despite the fact that he never did. Similarly, large groups of people believe that Nelson Mandela died in the 1980s, even though he actually lived until 2013. These collective misrememberings can be interpreted as evidence of glitches in the fabric of our reality, much like bugs in a computer simulation where data is corrupted or altered, leading to discrepancies between what is perceived and what is programmed. Another compelling piece of evidence supporting the simulation theory comes from the mathematical nature of the universe. Physics reveals that the universe operates through incredibly precise laws and equations that appear to be programmed into the very fabric of existence. The most famous of these laws, such as Newton's laws of motion and the laws of thermodynamics, operate with a remarkable consistency, suggesting an underlying structure akin to a computer program. Quantum mechanics, in particular, presents a reality where particles can behave in probabilistic ways, potentially representing random number generation in a virtual environment. These physical laws can be seen as the rules of a simulation, operating much like the code that governs a digital world. The phenomenon of glitches in reality further strengthens the argument that we might be living in a simulation. These glitches are unusual experiences reported by many individuals, such as objects or people appearing out of nowhere or disappearing unexpectedly. Others report seeing repetitive patterns or experiencing déjà vu, which can feel like the same event recurring over and over. These anomalies suggest that our reality might not be as solid and continuous as it appears, and could be susceptible to errors, much like a simulation that occasionally malfunctions. Instances of seeing deja vu, in particular, can be interpreted as repeating segments of a simulation where the same scene is re rendered or re executed due to a system error. If you ever watched Free Guy, you know what I'm talking about. Near death experiences. These also lend support to the idea of a simulated reality. Many individuals who have had NDEs report encountering alternate dimensions, meeting otherworldly beings, or experiencing profound revelations. Often describing these experiences as more real than their physical lives, some NDE reports suggest that individuals involved had their consciousness transferred to another plane of existence, which could be interpreted as an alternate or simulated reality within a broader system of simulation layers. These experiences of transitioning between realities could imply that our current existence is merely one of many levels in a hierarchical simulation based construct. The concept of deja vu ties into the simulation hypothesis by suggesting that our reality may be looping or repeating. Deja vu, the feeling that one has already experienced a moment, could be viewed as an indication that the simulated program is running the same events over and over again. This phenomenon creates a sense that certain events or experiences are recycled, as if the code of reality is repeating itself. If our perception of time is part of a controlled program environment, then these repetitions might occur due to errors or intentional design within the simulation. And this reinforces the idea that our reality may be constructed by a means outside of us artificially. Philosopher Nick Bostrom's simulation argument posits a compelling reason why we might be living in a simulation. According to Bostrom in a 2003 publication, if an advanced civilization had the technological capability to create realistic simulations of consciousness, they would likely run many simulations. Given the possibility of multiple simulated universes, it becomes statistically more probable that we are living in one of these simulations rather than in a base reality. The rapid development of virtual reality and artificial intelligence in contemporary technology suggests that creating simulated environments may be a matter of time, further supporting the idea that our world could indeed be a simulation. This argument implies that our awareness of reality might be nothing more than a complex digital construct programmed by some external entity. Unexplained phenomena and mystical experiences are often also cited as evidence for the simulation hypothesis. Instances of spontaneous healing, prophetic dreams, or psychic phenomena suggest that there might be higher level controls or unknown forces at play within our reality. These experiences could be viewed as hacks in the system, moments where the simulation briefly reveals its underlying structure or allows for exceptions to the natural rules. These unexplained phenomena, which have been reported by individuals across cultures and time periods, challenge the understanding that our universe operates within a set of rigid, unchanging laws and may suggest that reality is much more malleable and manipulable than we ever realized. The idea of a fine tuned universe further supports the argument for a simulation. The constants of nature, such as the gravitational constant, the speed of light, and the charge of the electron, seem perfectly calibrated to allow life to exist. This fine tuning has puzzled scientists for centuries, and one possible explanation is that these constraints, or these constants, have been deliberately set to create the conditions necessary for life. If the universe is indeed designed for life, it is possible that it is being carefully programmed in a way that mimics the behavior of a simulation. Just as a game designer sets parameters within a virtual world to ensure it functions correctly, the parameters of the universe may have been set to enable our experience of reality. The mystery of consciousness also challenges our understanding of reality and supports the simulation hypothesis. Despite extensive research, science has yet to fully explain how subjective consciousness arises from the brain's neural activity. Some proponents of the simulation theory suggest that consciousness may not be an emergent property of the brain, but rather a feature of the simulation itself. In this view, our minds could be interacting with the simulation's servers, processing input in ways that give us the illusion of self awareness. The idea that our consciousness could be externally generated or programmed aligns with the simulation hypothesis, suggesting that what we perceive as thought and awareness might be a form of interaction with a larger digital environment. If you've ever watched Black Mirror, you probably know what I'm talking about. Dreams also provide insight into the simulation argument. Many people experience dreams that feel more real than their waking lives, with intricate details and vivid sensations. Some individuals even report experiencing lucid dreams where they have control over the events in their dreams. This raises the question, if we can control our experiences in a dream world, why couldn't our waking reality also be similarly controlled or manipulated by an outside source? Just as a computer program can be designed to create immersive virtual worlds, our own experiences may be shaped by a higher level system. The vividness and realism of dreams suggest that our consciousness may be able to interact with alternate simulated realities. I know when I dream sometimes, I definitely am controlling a lot of the outcomes, although there are other dreams that feel more like a movie with predetermined events. Finally, the Fermi paradox offers a compelling paradox that hints at the possibility of a simulated universe. Given the vastness of the universe with billions of potentially habitable planets, the lack of contact with extraterrestrial civilizations seems puzzling. One explanation proposed by some simulation theorists is that the simulation we are part of has been designed to exclude evidence of other life forms, either to maintain control over the experience or because such life forms exist only within other simulated environments. The absence of extraterrestrial contact could therefore be a deliberate feature of the simulation we live in, indicating that the universe we perceive is not as expansive and populated as it seems. In other words, those stars we see out there, those galaxies we see out there, are they actually real or are they just something that we're allowed to see as part of the program parameters? Our reality may be a highly sophisticated, artificially constructed environment. From the Mandela Effect to déjà vu to the fine tuning of the universe and the mystery of consciousness, the evidence supporting the simulation hypothesis continues to grow over time. As our understanding of technology, physics, and consciousness deepens, the possibility that we are living in a simulation becomes increasingly plausible. The notion that our world could be a program designed by an advanced intelligence challenges our fundamental understanding of reality and invites us to reconsider the nature of reality and existence itself. If you like this message, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome aboard. It's a safe space. If you're returning, I love you so much. I'm glad that you're back. In the name of the Most High God and His Son Jesus Christ and the Spirit of the universe, I wish you health, wealth, prosperity, abundance, blessings, and protection. Woodman signing off. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care.